But it's always like you're Tommy Trivia. Yeah. How are you so good at the quiz? I don't know. Fuck you. I get it.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of How Do You Feel at the Fearless Digital Network in our lovely studio. Follow them on YouTube, Instagram, everything. And we are here with a guest today, but I don't really think I have the capacity to properly introduce the guest, as he is a very fierce competitor in something Chris is pretty much the God King of. So Chris, would you like to say who we have on?
Yeah, please welcome on Shay, Coleman, one of the founding members of Tommy Trivia, the quiz team that has turned everyone sour.
That is me, and that is unfortunately my claim to fame. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with my life through college, is terrorizing.
We need to lay out the law a little here. That's the first thing we need to do. I think between the two of you need to explain the backstory of this.
Like back to the beginning of like when this all started.
Yeah.
So I suppose 2 years ago we saw that there was a pub quiz on somewhere. Like we were literally walking past the door, and we were like, oh, that sounds fun. So we walked in. It did pretty well the first time around, and I would kind of hankered back to doing quizzes in primary school, and I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. I could see myself doing it. Also, you get to get drunk, which is sick. So then we started going pretty regularly. This was me and my brother and his friends at the time, and then they were not around as much as I was, because I'm a college student. I'm able to do fucking nothing all the time. So I started going with my friend Dylan and a few other friends, and with no real team name or anything. That was just what we were doing. And then we thought, when we started winning, sometimes that we would come up with a name. And we actually came up with our first name in Mabel Lane the first time we were there. That was John Quiz at the time. And the whole thing was that it was just a photo of Master Chief, and it was John Quiz. That's John Quiz. That evolved into...
I do remember you had to explain it to me.
Yeah, and I was like if you know, you know, bro. But
John Quiz. What's not to get?
I got there.
We felt like that there wasn't enough clarity in Master Chief, because I guess some people don't know that his name's John. I don't know. But
I didn't know.
That's John 117. He's the Master Chief.
The second you said that's John Quiz, I just believed you. I was like, that is John Quiz.
That's John Quiz right there. No. So then
it's the guy.
What that turned into was John Cena. We were every single round. So there's 4 rounds in every quiz, and we would have a different profile photo of John Cena in some indiscriminate situation for every single round. And then we kind of just started getting obsessed with going all the time, because we were winning all the time. And you get stuff if you win. You get to drink for free, which is sick.
Oh, the success corrupts you.
But then, so it was like maybe I am just a capitalist chud, but also, it was really fun, because people started getting really, really annoyed about it.
They got angry.
They started getting angry. And what that turned into was us being the heels of every single quiz that we go to. If our name is on the board, if Tommy Trivia or John Quiz was ever on the board, oh my God, I've never had, it's the opposite of fanfare, but it's such an intrinsic reaction. Wow, people really care about this quiz, as it turns out. And we did John Quiz for a year, so my third year of college, and then we were like, oh, we should rebrand. So
we need to retire them with Monica.
We were like, maybe John Quiz ran its course, and maybe we can, for the first 3 weeks of our new name, that people wouldn't hate us because they wouldn't know who we were.
Yeah.
That didn't fucking work.
It didn't last at all.
Tommy Trivia's sort of period of not being hated lasted maybe half an hour of the first quiz, and then it was straight back to.
How did they figure out?
Well, I guess they started recognizing us physically, and oh, those are those fucking freaks, and they're back. So that
started feeling repulsed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a spidey
and
sense.
Then you could tell as well. It was 5 in a row, fastest answers.
Yeah.
Tommy Trivia, Tommy Trivia, Tommy Trivia.
John Quiz and Tommy Trivia is close enough as well.
Yeah, that is true. But
the John Quiz one was funny, because you used the John Cena music music all the time, so people were getting pissed off at that every time.
I can see
the whole room was like, "Fuck's sake."
I can see if that's not you, that getting really annoying. So that probably didn't help. Maybe we were asking for it, as it turns out. But no, so we kept doing that, and then we rebranded to Tommy Trivia. And the whole concept behind Tommy Trivia is that it's instead of John Cena, it's Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats. So every single photo is Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats in it. And we just kept going, keep winning quizzes and getting booed all the time.
Yeah, you do get booed a lot.
Yeah,
like, especially if you're spinning the wheel and one of your coming up people are booing.
But then on the flip side, if something bad happens to us, jubilation, the likes of which you wouldn't see, like just people gutturally screaming for you to lose. Like,
but you are winning.
Yes,
you're winning all the time.
A good amount of the time, I would say.
You're pretty smart.
I think
it's fucking lonely at the top, bro.
Yeah,
heavy as the crown.
I think it was Pat and Colin kind of made it like they made us the heels. They're the hosts of the Woolshed quiz, which we go to pretty frequently. And they started encouraging the crowd to boo us. And so then that's where it kind of started. I think the UCC booing was quite organic. It
was very organic.
The UCC quiz started this year and we won the first 4 of them. And people were just like, I guess we got to stop fucking coming, like, you know. So then this prick decided that it'd be a great idea if you get the fastest answer in the second round, you have to do Jenga. And if you knock the Jenga, you have to if you got points taken off you. And if you knock the Jenga, you lose 50 points. And we got 11 fastest answers, we got points taken off us 11 times in that round, which meant we also had to do 11 Jenga blocks. And needless to say, I knocked the Jenga and
lost the 50 points.
We lost that.
I forgot I did that for a while.
People were elated. They were so happy that they might.
So Chris has to invent new rules to stop you.
He did at the very beginning. At the very start, he did.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And watching everyone cheer when a giant Jenga tower goes down.
I fell to my knees when that fell. I fucked the block on the ground. I was like, oh, this is like can't be real.
Dude, you're Ric Flair.
Exactly.
You're Ric Flair, bro.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
So,
you should own it. How do you ever go in like just fucking be an asshole up there, just fucking try to rile people up?
Whenever we get like good bonus points, I always just like I'm walking in like smug as shit. And everyone's so pissed off about it, which is like, it's great because I don't know, it gives me this like sense of like, oh, they're so mad and it's so funny. I was just rage baiting a crowd essentially.
Pretty much. Your team is good at rage baiting.
Yeah.
Skill issue, dude.
Especially with the pictures.
It's purely a skill issue on their side.
Yeah, I mean it's
hard not to be smug of everybody else around you is trash, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, but like I think we've sort of reined
your
it
landmarks.
We're trying to rein it in. Maybe there's a face turn here.
The face
at some time where we can turn face.
You need a new heel. You need a new villain.
Yeah, I was saying, what if like Dylan betrayed me and like he became the mega heel and I was like the redeemed hero? You know, that'd be pretty sick.
The team itself, Tommy Trivia, it's just you and Dylan, and then others join in.
Yeah, so like people can play on Tommy Trivia, but it's me and Dylan. And then sometimes if Dylan's not there, I try to like change the name because it's like kind of devalues the Tommy Trivia. It's like
you don't know how serious these quizzes are.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's its own little microcosm where people seem to care a lot about it. So.
This is like when people talk about the Beatles. Like the Beatles are Paul and John.
It's like there can be no Beatles without John.
I've had people who have come to the quiz every Tuesday for a year and a half and they haven't won. And then when they did win, just watching like the emotion on their face, you know, it's like, could you imagine playing Dark Souls and you haven't beat a boss for a full year?
Like, what if you were stuck on Spyro the Dragon for a year and a half?
Yeah.
You finally get it going.
Yeah, that's what the quizzes are like.
Yeah, amazing.
You gotta come check one out.
But you're the Dark Souls boss.
I guess
you're not the underdog. You're like
No, he's more in Dark Souls. He's more do you know the way that you have the souls of the other people?
He's the invader.
Do you know that give you hints like they leave signs behind and stuff like that? The invader, is that what they're
No,
called?
the invader's when the like red guy comes and kills you.
No, not that guy. No, just the other players. The other players that reveal a hidden entrance for you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's that, but he's trolling.
Yeah. I'm like
he'll make you fall off a cliff.
Like sometimes we do like the people if the people around us look like they're struggling, we give out an answer or two to like try and curry favor, but it never works.
How do you know so much random trivia then? What do you think it is?
I don't know. I think, well, I did quizzes when I was in primary school, and then I've sort of always enjoyed watching like quiz TV shows.
Yeah.
And also like watching like quiz like things on YouTube like all the time when I was like a little bit younger.
What's your favorite like quiz show?
I mean, you can't beat the classic "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" for me.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Like the Chris Tarrant one as well. Like I don't fuck with Jeremy Clarkson like that. So, you know,
Same, Chris Tarrant all the way.
I
That was
watched-
the only Who Wants to Be a Millionaire I watched.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Chris Tarrant here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's
Yeah.
like, that's what I need.
See, I watched Wer wird Millionär?
Wer wird Millionär?
Wer wird
Yes.
Millionär? That's what I watched. And you know what? It's in German. It's very different host. It still slaps so fucking hard. It's so good.
Is it ABC or Day? Like,
Yeah, I've been say all day. Yeah.
there you go.
Well, I'm lost.
I wonder what the German translation of phone a friend is. I wonder, do you have a fun term?
Telephone joker.
That's
Telephone
excellent.
joker.
We call him all something joker. Like in a card game.
okay,
Telephone
okay.
joker.
Oh, that's an interesting concept. I like that. That's awesome.
It's fucking dumb.
I fuck with it. Okay, have you realized somewhere along the way that the amount of joy that we derive from the quizzes, maybe I'm easily pleased. Maybe the Joker thing is enough to.
Would you go on
tie
like
me
Who
over.
Wants to Be a Millionaire?
We were
Like,
talking about this last
should
week. I
do
was
it.
like, what if I applied for the Chase? I think it'd be like really funny.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Do it,
Just
Why
man.
not, dude?
I don't know, but like, what if I like? See, it's like the anxiety of like, oh, but what if I crash and burn on television?
You'll
you know?
be fine, man. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know how you do it because the quizzes we do, they're speed quizzes. So like you gain more points if you're the fastest team to answer.
Yes.
How do you tend to get the fastest all the time?
I think
man?
my brain just works like you know, like the photo questions.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I'll see like 1 millisecond of that frame, and if I know what it is, I know what it is. Like,
Yeah, and you're just
it's
straight
just
in.
gone. So like
Yeah.
it could be like or like, what football team is this jersey for? And I just like I'll just see like the orange for a second. I was like, oh, it's Netherlands, like straight away.
You
Like,
just know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Good brain for it. Like.
Dylan's probably the one to ask because he's the one observing most of like whenever we do pictures, because I just like do pictures immediately. And I don't know. I guess
That's cool.
I also like for like the music and stuff. I love being able to like recognize a song from like 2 notes. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like
Yeah.
it's a fun superpower that I have. And whenever like
But do you practice that?
no. Contrary to popular belief, the only practice that I do for the quiz is going to the quiz. So
Fair.
like I'm not sitting at home reading the 1980s volume if Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like the book. Yeah, like I mean it'd be cool, but I've never done that before. So.
Do you think you've gotten way better at the quizzes over time?
Yeah,
So do you feel like
I thought the baseline was pretty high, like at the beginning anyway. But I think it's just like reps, you know, it's like anything. It's like, you know, it's knowing where the keys are, knowing that the Q and V in the corner, like that's the dodgy one and the X and Z on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, it's like kind of knowing the tricks of the trade. Some quiz hosts are different in terms of like how they say like the multiple choice. Some people like deadpan it. Some people put up all the questions at the same time. So you kind of just you get a feel or like an understanding.
you
of
do
that.
have to kind of understand how the host operates.
Yeah, exactly.
too.
Because they're all different.
Yeah.
Because like I think like Coleman is the worst one for trying to trick people on the multiple choice. Like he'll say like D thing E, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, like you didn't even say E before, like, you know. But like I think it's sort of easier to once you've done it a couple times though. I think like you can only get so much better at like the mechanics of it, you know.
Yeah,
After that,
yeah.
it's just knowing shit, you know.
It's just knowing shit. And personally,
Mm.
I've gotten better at quizzing just by being the quizmaster. Like, because I tend to play the quiz while I'm doing the quiz because it just kind of makes it fun. So I don't check the answer until I'm like 1 second before I read out the answer.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like during the 10 seconds, I'm like, what is it? And then I just quickly
Who wrote this fucking question? What the fuck are they
quickly
talking about?
toggle it on. Plus, we do get some questions that are like that. Like, especially before in the music, we used to make the music round. So we could accidentally make, you know, questions like, what movie was this in? And then someone would come up to you at the end and they'd be like, actually, it was in 3 different
Yeah,
movies.
it's like it was obviously in Garfield. Like I have no idea what you're talking about. You know, it's like a movie. It's like a song from Goodfellas or something. Like it's obviously in Garfield. Like, come on.
Do you get people arguing about the answers often?
Yeah.
That's great.
I told you the worst one that I had one day after Carrigaline, the Maybelline. I don't know. Did I say this on the podcast?
Oh, yes, I think
Trump
so.
supporter.
The American.
Yeah.
With
Did you ever hear about that?
You had a MAGA lad at the.
The MAGA lad.
Oh, interesting.
And the question was, according to this reputable source, how many times did Trump lie in his first term?
I saw that question.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
what was the answer?
Was it not like something stupid? Like,
it was something 7,345 or something like that. This guy, anyway, followed me to my car after the quiz.
Like, listen here, you fuck.
And he was like, that Trump question was wrong. I was like, what do you mean? Like, he was like, one of the options should have been, because it was a multiple choice question. It's like, one of the options should have been 0. And he was like, and that should have been the answer. And I was like, I don't know what to say to you. And, you know, because we have the spiel where it's like, we don't make those questions. You know?
It's some random bloke, man. Take it up. I'll get you an email address or some shit. Leave me alone. Also, you're literally in my car.
Yeah,
so
stop following me to my car to tell me about this one question.
That's too much.
Trump never lied.
That's too much. You can't be, you know, talking to the quiz host like that. Like following him to
He
a car,
must have waited until I packed everything up.
He's like Jose Mourinho back in the day, waiting. I was like, wait for the referee in the car park to see what the fuck's going on. Like,
hey, dude, unbelievable. He thought he like merely made a stand in Europe there.
Go
back to America. Liberal gay Europeans.
He's like, fuck yeah. Going back to Oklahoma knowing I accomplished something. You know? That's sick.
I was laughing away in the car on the way home. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I mean,
zero, brother.
There are so many elements to that story that are completely unbelievable. Like, okay, 1, like the guy lies. 2, why the fuck are you in my car? 3, what are you talking about? You know, like, it's just I've never.
I didn't let him in the car. He just followed me to the car.
Yeah, you wouldn't put it past him, but like
it opens the door.
He's like, hey there, buddy.
Hey, buddy, man, have you got a minute?
I got a bone to pick.
I want to pick with you.
I've never done well. I've definitely disputed an answer or two, but never to my success.
Give me one you disputed.
There was something, I think it was something similar, like a movie thing or whatever, and I was like, it was like a TV show, I think. And I was like, yeah, the answer might be The Sopranos or whatever, but the song was in Glee. And, and I was like, I think I heard the first 2 notes of Don't Stop Believing, and I was like, that shit was in Glee, bro.
Yeah, but what's the move? Because if that isn't Glee, then that's a correct answer, right?
Well, that's what I would say. But unfortunately, the authoritarian regime that runs the quiz thinks otherwise. So.
That's interesting. So only the answer that you have as the answer is the answer. Nothing else is the answer.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well,
the quiz only allows for one answer.
Yeah, they try to keep it as non-subjective as possible.
Sounds like an easily corruptible system.
Not really, but like I made a question recently where it was the song by Peter Gabriel, "The Book of Love." Do you know that song?
Yeah.
And it was, what TV show was this in? And the only 2 TV shows that was in was South Park or Scrubs. So
it was
Scrubs. So the answer is S. You know, no matter what you choose. So it worked out well in that one scenario. You know. But then I put up "Don't Want to Miss a Thing" by Aerosmith. You know, what movie? Now I did say what movie was this this song produced for, and it was produced for Armageddon. But someone came up with
he was so quick, you didn't even finish his sentence. That's how fast he answered.
I know, because the music video.
He like, do you know how quick you just started into quiz mode there? Yeah. You just heard Chris's voice stating a fun fact, and before you even finished, you gave him the answer.
I knew what he was.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He knows every sentence about this.
He was like, I was talking about don't want to miss a thing. Everything like Armageddon.
But someone said it was in another movie, and I was like, yeah, but it wasn't produced for that movie.
Yeah.
And
Also,
they were arguing me on that. Yeah. You do get people arguing you on that, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Some people. It's funny. I've had this happen a couple of times in UCC where I think there was like a question about, it was like, oh, what guitarist is known as slow hand? It was Eric Clapton. And the guy comes up and was like, do you know that? Like, yeah. fuck's sake. Because I guess some people look for the differential where like they lost points on you. And it was like, 3 people get that right, and it was that, and he's like, fuck off. It was like, why do you know that? I was like, it's Eric Clapton, man. I don't know.
You just kind of know things, so yeah.
It's Eric Clapton.
Well, I knew that because at home we used to always have like MTV on TV.
Yeah,
I getcha.
I'd always see them. I've never seen Armageddon, but I've seen the music video for Don't Want to Miss a Thing. And I was like, make a mental note of that, and it's just always.
What area would you feel like the least confident in if there was questions?
Geography. Like world geography.
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
I'm terrible at that too.
It's like if you show me a map, good luck. Like, I just don't have a clue. Like,
it's my forte then. You know what I mean? That's probably why I'm not good at quizzing. No, I'm good at maps.
I used to. My friend Ahmed used to come to the quiz all the time to cover my geography. Yeah, which was fun. It was a good system because. He'd look at a map and he's like, that's fucking Swaziland. I'm like, you're an idiot. I was like, what are you talking about? But I can do US states, but I can't do countries outside of Europe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But I guarantee if you just practice it a little bit, there was a website. How I know where all the places are was when I was working in the shit job. The computer would only allow you couldn't go on YouTube or anything like that. It was all blocked out. But there was one website called Sporkle or something like that.
Yeah.
Sporkle, yeah.
No, me and Sporkle know each other.
Yeah.
We know each other pretty well.
And I was on Sporkle during work hours when I couldn't do anything else. I was that bored. And they always had a name every country in the world as fast as you can. Yeah. And while you're typing in the name, like it's filling out the map where they were. So it was actually very easy to learn.
I had a habit of before every single college lecture. Well, sorry, during every single college lecture, I would do the 50 states on Sporkle.
Yeah,
the 50 states together. And I always forget fucking Wyoming. I was like, that place isn't real. But, just stuff like that. Hitting the random quiz button on Sporkle is really fun because you just like name every Doctor Who character. And like, what are you on? I'll try. But like,
Doctor Who. That's it.
Yeah. And there's like 7 times.
Yeah. There's but I definitely have subjects that I'm like a lot better at music and sports than I am at history and geography. I love history, but like. It's like there's some questions that I'm just like, which king fucking did whatever? Like,
how are you at like years?
Not too bad, especially post 2000. I think I could give a good stab at most things. I was like, what year did this Taylor Swift album come out or whatever? It's like 2014, shit like that. But
what year did the Ottoman Empire end? Would you be good at any of that stuff?
Next quiz, make it all ancient history and geography.
Yeah,
that's how we fuck you up.
But then your partner in
the answer of all the questions is Swaziland.
I told you that place isn't real, man. Come on.
Your partner in crime, Dylan, is that Dylan?
That's Dylan, yeah. Dylan.
Is he good at geography and history?
No.
Oh, yes.
Dylan. Oh, poor Dylan. Dylan is good at, I think we're both good at it, but I think
he's good at looking pretty.
That's true. Don't tell his girlfriend you said that. But or do, she'd probably be flattered. He's good at pop culture, like current events, but also like media. Like his big thing is like watching cartoons.
Right,
shit like that. So like Smiling Friends is ending. Worst day of his life. He texted me last night. And he was like, "Me and Sophie just watched some of the last season of Smiling Friends. Fucking gutted." And I was like, man.
I only recently started watching Smiling Friends.
Awesome.
It's actually brilliant.
It's really,
so
really
funny, dude.
Hello, I'm Mr. Frog.
I eat the bug.
Hello, I eat the bug. I'm Mr. Frog. Yeah, I love that show. That's awesome. It was Dylan that got me into it, and yeah, obviously he's devastated or whatever. But yeah, he watches a lot of stuff, and he knows a lot about. And like, if there's anything internet culture. He's good at that.
Fair.
Not in like the Twitter incel way, but like in the I watch cool shit way.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So would you ever look for a geography person?
Well, yeah.
Recruit to the team.
A lot of teams recruit, man.
Well,
I love it.
I'm going to be honest. Haven't really needed to.
Yeah. So, you haven't, I guess.
As it turns out.
Yeah.
But like whenever I'm like by myself, or like it's like I have other friends at the quiz that are like I can just play with them if Dylan's not around. So like the lads in UCC, the 6-7 beers people, play with them all the time, and you can see that like people.
6-7 beers. People.
Yeah, that's what they were called last year.
They're called Shane.
They're called Shane McChris now.
That's good. I
Pretty
like
fucking
that.
awesome.
6-7 beers.
Tom will be delighted that he's getting mentioned on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Well, Shane McChris is great.
Yeah.
Give it up to Shane McChris.
Yeah, Shane
Give it up to
McChris,
Shane
My
McChris.
arch enemy.
But you can see that those guys are really like they obviously they do like different degrees and stuff in college, so it's like they're way better at maths and like shit like that than I am. Like I'm alright at simple multiplication, but if we're talking like or like physics, fundamental laws or whatever shit like that, I just can't do that really.
Yeah.
It's not in my wheelhouse. But those guys are
They know their shit. Yeah,
Straight
they're a
on.
pretty good team.
yeah they're
Pretty
there
good team.
there.
It was funny when you guys collaborated at one time.
Yeah, and then they started getting booed as well.
Yeah.
But then like the next week I went back, I was playing undercover, like under a different name, and they were still them, but they were getting booed, and
They
I
were
wasn't.
getting booed.
This is awesome.
That's what they got for tying in with
it's
you.
like it's like oh wow, they made a deal with the devil, and they're facing consequences. But yeah, I'm sure once this is on a record that everyone's gonna fucking gun for my head.
Yeah.
whenever
you'll
I'm
be
talking about
fine.
it, but
You'll be fine.
No, hopefully. You need to go full evil.
yeah, no, I need to get into
Stop
like,
trash talking, dude.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah, it's be like you guys fucking suck. But it's like if you're complaining about losing the quiz, get better at the fucking quiz. But I'd love to do like a Naruto training arc where like I actually just like thought about what I was bad at and then got better at it.
Yeah.
But like push it to the limit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
scenario.
you know, when like well, maybe you guys don't know because it's kind of niche, I guess, but like in Naruto Shippuden, he's like confronted with his dark self near the end and he has to like fight his inner demons. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
That's what you.
It's
Yeah.
like my inner demons are not knowing the countries of Africa. So,
It's pretty a reasonable fight.
It's
Yeah.
like I straight up don't know what
Come
Djibouti-
at me, Botswana.
I don't know what Djibouti even is.
Djibouti.
So like that would be fun. But then I feel like
Djibouti.
then I'm just trying way too hard. I need to get a fucking life, you know.
Well, it depends. Like if it's something you enjoy, then why not?
Well, yeah,
You
that's
know what
true.
I mean?
There
Like,
was one-
if it gives you actual joy on a weekly basis.
There was one time where I won the quiz in Sober Lane by like a stupid amount. It was like 90 points or something. And the lads that came second came up to me and was like, "Hey, we play Irish Quiz League." I was like, "Fuck off. No, you don't. That's not a real thing." And they were like, "Yeah. How do you feel about like do an Irish Quiz League?" And I was like, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about that. He was like, "I'm going to send you a link. You can have a look. You can tell me what you think."
Yeah.
I looked at it. I was like, what on blue earth? Why are we like traveling to Dublin to do
a
quizzes? But like maybe I would eat, you know?
You should.
Yeah,
should,
it was
like, yeah.
Dude,
maybe, like,
that was your fucking end
make-
of Avengers
make,
moment.
I
dude.
know, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
Fury
it's like-
team.
to you, bro.
Make
Yeah.
a Fearless Digital Network YouTube vlog about joining fucking Quiz League. It's like,
There you go.
it's like
Sean
how-
has approved.
It's like how awesome that is. Like, hey guys, welcome back to another video. Don't know where Botswana is still. so it's not going very well.
I think you should definitely go join the quiz team, dude.
Why
Yeah.
not? You're smart enough to do
Yeah,
it.
I
suppose.
People
Maybe.
come up to me and they're like, "How does Shay get them so fast? Like, how does he get the answers so fast?"
Yeah.
And there's teams there that they're like, we've definitely got fastest answer.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
physically, no one could have pressed that fucking button
Yeah.
faster than I could
Yeah.
have pressed
Yeah.
it there. And then they don't get fastest answer. And you're looking at, they're like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
There are some fundamental laws we live by. If the answer is not A, B, or C, it's always D, except when it isn't. But it's like mathematically, we always take that risk because the bonus points would outweigh what we get wrong.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So
Explain.
before
So-
you read out D, he already presses it.
Yeah, so you know, you put up all the things at the same time, so
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
read them,
Yeah.
and then my brain can recognize which like what is what. But then the other quiz hosts that do
They call
A
out-
this, B this without showing anyone. If it's not A, B, or C, it's D. But sometimes it's E, but I don't care.
Yeah.
But you're
Always send
So
it.
while they're reading out C,
If it's not
if
C,
it's
you
not
click
either
D,
of those
yeah.
three, you're just instantly
Yeah.
going D.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trick of the trade. Trick of the trade.
That makes sense.
Yeah, good little tip for everyone
Yeah,
that goes
exactly.
to the quizzes.
Yeah. if your quiz host is trying to fuck with you, click
Yeah.
D. It's like it's
Well,
awesome.
for me, I do it a little bit differently. I throw up the answers after
Yeah, I
I've
love
read
that.
B,
Yeah.
and then I throw them all kind of up.
I
kind
love
of
that
thing.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you could have like your like own Marty Supreme storyline if you join this Irish quiz team. You know,
Yeah.
like you could really
like-
get corrupted.
It's like I have a fundamental goal in my where I need to be the best at this one thing, and I'm
Yeah.
going to sacrifice everything in my life and fuck over every single person I've ever met just to
that's it.
come
Yeah,
first
yeah.
for one match of Irish Quiz League. Like I'm that
hearts
guy.
need to be broken.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna be working with the monk in no time, dude.
Yeah, it's like yeah. I'm like, yeah,
Jerry.
I'm doing that. Not Jerry Hutch, fuck me. How am I,
Jerry.
I thought I was quizzing. How have I found myself canvassing in Dublin North Central? Like, what's going on here? Why are we doing that? Yeah, the monk, funny guy, but no. I got into like a habit of calling him the Hutch.
The Hutch.
Like his name, yeah, but like sure, he's Jerry Hutch. He's the monk. He's not the Hutch.
I've called him the Hutch.
I was
as
doing
well.
that during the election. I was like, "How's the Hutch fucking?" He almost made it past quota. Like he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
How's Monk the Hutch Jerry?
Yeah,
Is
but
it?
do you think if I DM his press office that he could make me better at quizzing? Like, is that the way
I don't
to go?
know. I don't know what his set of skills are, to be honest.
Get in with the monk. Like.
They'd be like, I'm gonna need you to throw that quiz.
No,
We got a lot riding on the other team.
no, it's like Chris goes out to his car and he gets a knock on the window, and it's the monk, and he's like, I didn't like that Donald Trump question very much.
I didn't
don't
like
think,
that Donald Trump
Why don't
question.
you- don't think that answer was correct. But yeah, it's like,
Nah,
yeah.
you might want to re-examine that one, man.
I think it's in your best interest if you re-examine that. But yeah, no, here. So if you could take out the boys for me, that'd be pretty sick, you know. But yeah, maybe more learning where Botswana is, less getting involved in Dublin gangland crime. It's
Yeah,
probably
that
the
could
way to go.
help. That could help. Yeah,
it's probably an easier way.
That's
to
where
do
you're
these
going
things.
wrong.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, maybe I should get into Dublin gangland
Yeah.
crime, give my life a sense of purpose besides knowing where Botswana
They
is.
might know stuff that you don't know. You might get a new team member.
They might know where they launder all the money. Maybe-
Yeah.
You need to find the bottom of the darkness before you can see the light, you know? You need to.
I must go to the deepest caverns of my innermost soul. I need to learn where they launder the
Dude,
money.
you say
It's
you
more
wanted
like
to
a Luke Skywalker montage of learning.
Yeah.
Than
You say you wanted to fight your Naruto demon, dude. You gotta
Yeah,
fucking
that's
get there first.
Yeah. The one comes up to me. Have you ever heard of a mule? Oh, yeah. It's like, this is not what I had in mind. I'm actually here for Quiz League. It's in the convention center. And it's like, do you know what a mule is? But yeah, no. I think it would have been cool at the time. Part of me thinks that it's a small bit lame, but also fuck that. Just do it if you want
Yeah,
to.
just do it.
So,
Yeah.
Don't care about that. That doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
so I might just.
I thought Magic the Gathering was lame.
And it is, but it's
you
so
know.
much fun.
Yeah, we'll head down to Sandbox after this. I'll go.
Yeah.
I can only play base set 2011 though. Only time I ever played Magic when I was 8 years old. So
Don't get him started. Shut up about that. Right, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Riftbound is the new big thing.
Riftbound.
It's all about Riftbound these
Yeah, but
days.
that's League of Legends.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's great.
That's fucking
I'm pretty sure my
sucks.
brother's in Sandbox playing Riftbound right now. So.
I am like I hate League of Legends with a passion now
Yeah.
because
You
it's
work.
dominated so much of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
hate
mean-
League as well, man.
I've met a lot of my deepest friends through playing League, which I think isn't the known standard, I suppose. But yeah, we had that. My brother played. They did this thing called E-Stars in 2018, where every League of Ireland football club had a League of Legends team. They all played against each other, and my brother played for Cork City.
Fun.
My
That is very
brother
fun.
played for Cork City. They travelled around, and I got to go with him like 3 times and met a bunch of people that I still talk to now. So,
That's cool.
yeah,
That is
it was
cool.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
And they also like.
But that's when you're at the level where you're going somewhere to meet new people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly. It's not
It's
calling
not-
people slurs in all chat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, like my experience was very different when I started going to events and like meeting people. I kind of like didn't have any motivation to stay in touch.
Yeah.
Like I thought a lot of the people there were very, very weird, to put it
Just
lightly.
giving a weird vibe.
Yeah.
Some dodgy Discord servers, maybe.
Yeah, like Discord mods, like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
kitten, do you want to play bot lane with me? Kind of vibes.
There was a few of those people around the gap as well, to be
I've
fair.
never seen someone that's like that, you know. I've never heard a
Oh, you should
dude
meet them. They're-
call someone kitten. Not in real life.
They exist.
They definitely do exist. 100% they exist.
Really?
I think the
Yeah.
thing we get wrong about the stereotype is that we imagine all of them to be like middle-aged fat guys. But when I was like going to the events, there was like 18-year-old dudes with fedoras like talking
No,
like
the,
that. I was
the
like,
kitten
okay.
people are the people who are playing Master Yi, smurfing in gold. to get fucking I Princess I to, you know, who's playing Yumi bot to to some sort of stardom. You know? That's where the kitten people are.
And they're like,
and
not
you know
right
what?
now, kitten. The walls are closing in on Daddy.
Not now, kitten whiskers. But no, those are the people that are fucking taking all your LP. So you know what? They're great. So
Before we drift into League of Legends talk, I think we should try and get to some of the
Let's do
submissions.
some of the
let's do it.
submissions. Let's
This
see
is-
if people
I'm-
send us some
can I
cool
just say that I
questions
am
and stuff.
fundamentally horrified at whatever is about to, like, it could be anything.
It could be anything. It honestly
It's probably
could
going to be
anything.
very nice. I'd say.
Trembling in my boots.
It's good. First one. Where's Botswana?
Yeah. No, fuck. I knew this one was coming. By the way, can I just preface, if anyone sent any trivia, I'm fucked. I think it's
You
just
could be fucked,
performance anxiety.
Question for Tommy Trivia. Why not use your obviously disproportionately large brain to solve the fucking housing crisis?
Well, I studied political science in school, so
Oh yeah? Is that what you want to do later?
that's my degree. Yeah,
Sick, boy.
Yeah, bit too woke though to be solving these kinds of things. You know, because I'll never have any real power. So,
Well, you know, when you're following the hutch.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, true.
yeah.
It's true.
The Hutch,
You
the
and the
Hutch
monk.
takes a hard left turn, dude.
Shay and the monk solved the housing
Like,
crisis.
I have your solution.
Yeah.
It's called the flats. Sick,
Free
thanks.
Palestine, lads.
Yeah, it's like end the occupation. Also, get in the flats. Awesome.
So with
yeah.
political science, though, like, you know, where does that go?
Well,
Where do you
I
see
did my
yourself going
college
there?
placement working in the Dáil. I think I could do that. That was
Okay.
fun. So I was working as a staffer for
Like work
an
experience?
unnamed person. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna do
The monk.
But, yeah. Why do you think I know him so well?
Yeah.
But,
I was like, the accent's perfect.
yeah. So I worked in the Dáil for 12 weeks.
Aw,
work experience. That was fun.
Yeah.
You want to know what's not fun? The 6 a.m. train to Dublin. It's fucking horrible.
God.
But
No wonder
played
they
a
are
lot
so
of Football
grumpy.
Manager. Played a lot of TFT when I was on that train.
I thought you meant when you were saying you were in the door.
Yeah, the Dáil.
Well, that
all
too.
they're doing is playing league and fucking football.
They weren't doing much else. Nah, we did. I did some good work. I think while I was there, I did a lot of research about like one of the big things I did was like driving test wait times and like why they're so horrible. So I did a lot of research about that. It's exactly what you think it is. It's just department inefficiency, pretty much.
Is that
you know?
all it is?
Like,
Yeah.
That's it. That's pretty much. It's just pushing papers, you know.
Yeah.
Probably a bit understaffed as well, but like so I could see myself doing that. I'd love to do research, like work in Tyndall or something, and do some sort of research project.
Not run for office.
I don't know.
No,
I don't think so.
Tommy Trivia Party.
I think. Yeah, I'll run in Dublin North Central.
Yeah.
Sorry, Monk.
Dublin North Central.
I'm running for the trivia party. Yeah, no. I don't know. I think the concept of being perceived by that many people horrifies me.
Yeah, that's
So,
Really?
Yeah. So
You can lurk in the shadows.
at least
like worm tongue.
At least at the quiz, I'm working under an alter ego, and if anyone wants to come up to me, they know what I'm actually like. Then you know, so.
True. But there was one stage where you were kind of worried about all the booing and stuff. I remember.
Yeah. Well, it was just kind of like, oh, like, do people actually hate me? Like, you know, do people hate me?
Yeah. You were like,
It's
doing
like,
the fingers,
please guys,
like,
I'm kind of funny sometimes, you know, or whatever.
And I remember you saying that to me, and I was like, "Fuck it, man, play into it as much as you can." You know. Yeah,
As it turns out, you know, they're probably thinking. People come up to me all the time in Cork City and be like, "You're Tommy Trivia." I'm like, yeah. It happened to me on a couple of dates.
What
I was
about
like,
it?
Then it's like, then you have to explain what that means.
Yeah.
I was like,
What's
maybe
a Tommy Trivia?
Maybe I'm just a fucking chud, like. But I've had to do that before. But it's always like you're Tommy Trivia. Yeah. How are you so good at the quiz? I don't know. Fuck you.
That's great.
Do you get a lot of fuck yous?
What an honor.
You get fuck you in jest, and it's like, how are you? Like, grand, yeah.
What an honor, though.
Yeah,
That's
it
great.
leads to people a lot of the time that know me and I don't know them. And then that's kind of parasocial. Is this what being a niche micro celebrity in Cork feels like? Because, you know, just around the corner. Who's that? That's Tommy Trivia.
Tommy Trivia.
That's
But-
Tommy Trivia.
And it's always that's Tommy Trivia. It's not like that's the guy from Tommy Trivia. You're fucking Tommy Trivia.
One thing I loved about the whole Tommy Trivia thing.
Some people think my name is Tommy. It's just hilarious.
You're fucking Tommy
You're
Trivia.
Tommy Trivia. You're Tommy.
Did they think you were John?
Some people still call me John. The lads in Brick Lane still call me John. I'm like, my name's not John. They're like, I don't care.
Can't believe you're still living in Cork with the common people. dude.
Those lads know who they are. They keep calling me John, but we love them all the same. Yeah.
But I remember because you used the Rugrats pictures a lot, the Tommy Pickles. When I did the first UCC New Bar quiz, that was the night that fucking Charlie Kirk got Charlie Kirk got assassinated.
God, that was
Mid quiz, Charlie Kirk got assassinated.
Just after the music round. One of my friend's brothers runs up to me. Charlie Kirk's just got fucking shot.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I was in the middle of a
And
comedy gig at the same experience.
I had no clue, and then you guys
We
uploaded
submitted a photo
picture.
about it.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't put it on the screen. 'Cause he thought it was too insensitive.
It was a picture of fucking Tommy Pickles.
It was a picture of Tommy Pickles.
It's Charlie Kirk.
No, and it was just like like a PA announcement. Yeah.
Charlie Kirk just died.
So that's how I found out about Charlie Kirk's death. Tommy Pickles told me through my
It was just
computer
a photo.
screen.
It was a photo of like the 3D like new Rugrats, Tommy Pickles. On a white background, and it just said Charlie Kirk just got shot. Lol.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then I saw that we didn't have a photo in the third round. And I was like, oh well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
suppose.
didn't put it up.
That's
'Cause
hilarious.
I instantly saw the video and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck
It was
me, man.
interesting to see
Hilarious.
a group of quiz goers' reaction to that happening. There was a good bit of celebrating going on and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
It was a
yeah.
real moral dilemma of the night where it was like, how am I supposed to feel about this? You know,
that's it. That's
But the
very fun.
funniest part, right, was because this was my first ever kind of like collegey kind of quiz. So even before doing that quiz, I was like, I fucking hope nothing happens now. Like I hope, I
there's
don't
no
say
major-
something,
Yeah.
stupid, and they're all looking at me like, oh my
yeah,
god.
it's like, we need to get this
He
guy out of here.
misgendered a question. You know what?
Dan, questions, pronouns were incorrect.
Or something
I'm
like
following
that.
you to the car. I want to talk to you about something. Yeah.
So I was like worried. I was like, hopefully nothing will happen. Fucking Charlie
Bam.
Kirk gets shot.
Major world event.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And you could even see the hustle and bustle of people
Yeah, there was
finding
a-
out about it. I
Well,
was
no,
just like, question number 4.
It was not just the hustle and bustle of people finding out about it. It was the hustle and bustle of people going, see this? Did you see this? And it's just a video of someone getting shot in the neck.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
flying around everywhere.
Legit, like people were like showing each other in the bathroom and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, fair play to you guys for immediately coming up with the
It
jokes,
was
though.
a crazy night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Immediately
that's
hitting
the
them
good
with the
experience.
memes.
But even
Straight
to
into
this
memeing.
day, how long ago was that now? How long ago?
That was like
Come on, quiz guy, when did Charlie Kirk get shot?
was it like October, September, October?
How could you,
Yeah.
how could you forget?
But people
I know,
still.
What a day.
How could you forget? Do you not remember his name?
Charlie Kirk, October 22nd. No.
Do you not carry the flame?
Unfortunately,
Thought you were going to change your name to Charlie Trivia.
No.
after-
Charlie Trivia!
I've not been known to carry the flame myself. So, it's not plastered on the wall being like Charlie Kirk, October 17th, never forget. That wouldn't be my forte now.
Almost 17, never
We'll
forget.
have to get new intro music for you. We are Tommy Trivia.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah.
But people still upload Charlie Kirk pictures.
Yeah, like all the time.
non-stop.
All the
Like
time.
every Wednesday when I go into UCC and I turn on the quiz and everyone starts logging in, it's just pictures.
you see, I Charlie.
Charlie.
It was like iCarly, but it was iCarly, but all the faces were Charlie Kirk.
That's
It was-
fantastic.
It was like so
Brilliant.
funny. Yeah.
Yes.
But if someone made that joke when it happened, it would have been legendary. It would have gone down in
would've-
history, like.
Yeah.
But now everything's been Kirkified. So
Yeah,
it's like,
it's just
Kirkified.
become a full-on meme now.
yeah.
And before it was like some people were touchy about it, but now it's just become a joke,
Yeah.
which is what I love about
I
humanity.
do think it's hilarious that we went from talking about the housing crisis to talking about Charlie Kirk.
yeah.
This podcast can go anywhere. anywhere.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, we never know how we end up on stuff.
Yeah, I'm not solving that, but I would like to. I would like
Charlie
it to be
Kirk or the housing crisis?
both. I'm not
You gotta
solving.
bring it back.
I'm not solving the conspiracy. I'm not solving the other conspiracy. But
I think he's pretty good at geography and history. If you want.
oh shit, yeah, no, yeah, actually, yeah, no. Well, he's really good at demographics. He knows. Who people are. So,
If you need a phonology expert.
yeah, exactly. It's like if I need to know the percentage of things that are going on, I'll be sure to let him know. But yeah, I would like to solve the housing crisis. Rents are extortionate. People are getting evicted because of new rules and stuff, and it's kind of not great. So I don't think that's too woke of an opinion to be like, hey guys, maybe I should be allowed to live somewhere for less
Of
than
course,
$2,000 a week.
completely normal.
Yeah.
It's the right opinion.
Yeah,
in my book.
but yeah, I can't solve it. I really, if there was a quiz show in 2009 about how to solve a housing crisis, I'd remember it. But unfortunately, that's not what they're quizzing about. So.
How about we take all the houses from all the landlords, we repossess them, and then we raffle off the houses to the public in pub quizzes.
Oh my god! Wait, spin the wheel. And
They spin the wheel.
The spinning-
Homeless.
Literally broke. That would be fucking awesome.
That'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Imagine it's like
Like Running Man on crack.
It's like in Rick and Morty. Which character wears the white lab coat? It's like yeah, Tommy Trivia. He's like, yes, I got a new fucking condo. And then I go homeless. Yeah, I been homeless on the wheel. It's like everyone starts cheering. And I'm on the bread line now. It's like, it's fucked. God damn it, man.
And
That's quizzing for you, bro.
Even if you had a home before, if you hit homeless, that home just goes
Yeah,
to Chris.
no, it's gone. Yeah. It goes back on the wheel. Chris is the ultimate landlord.
Homes next week, guys.
Yeah, he keeps rigging the wheel, so I go homeless every time.
The amount of people that think that wheel is rigged is insane.
I like playing into it.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny.
Everyone thinks it's rigged, and I have no control over it.
Yeah.
If you want to know what we can do, we have a little bump button which kind of just tilts it a little bit. But that only
Bumping me.
Little bump.
He's been bumping me broke for a while now.
A little bump, just a little button that changes the result
no,
entirely.
but you would see it. You would see it happen.
Pat's gonna fucking kill you for telling me
I
about
know.
the bump.
Yeah. Tell me about the bump.
This little banner completely changes the outcome.
You would see it happen, though. You would see it.
Well, just because I see you fuck me in the ass doesn't make it all right.
That's true. Yeah. As far as submitted prompts go, that one was very flattering. So I'd like to thank whoever said that.
I like that you're still on the prompt. I completely forgot what it was.
Yeah, guys, imagine we stay on topic. It'd be crazy.
Oh, and never on this podcast. Man.
What was the worst quiz blunder to ever happen to John Quiz or Tommy Trivia? This is a question from Dylan. It says at the bottom.
Oh, interesting. The worst blunder. Dylan the Badger did something stupid in Sober Lane once. I can't remember what it was. Do you know how you lose points at the end?
Yeah.
I think so sometimes if you go to a lot of quizzes and if you're a massive fucking virgin, you'll recognize that some of the questions can be the same, but then also some of the questions can be different with the same photo. So he saw a photo of Logan Paul.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, we had that one yesterday. Clicked it. Last question, the last round. And it was a different question. It was like, which WWE title did this guy win or whatever? And so we got it wrong, lost 10 points, lost the quiz by 9 points. You'd have to.
Oh my God.
The worst thing ever. And I like gorilled or like I put up on like an Instagram story being like, this man has brought shame to the
I remember
the
that
name.
actually.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And then like we went back the next week and Darren's like, why are you bullying your best friend on Instagram? I was like, because it's hilarious. But,
It's a good name of Tommy Trivia, Besmirched.
Yeah, it's a good name of John Quiz at the time.
That's why you changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had to escape that blunder.
Yeah.
Jesus. There's been a few bad ones. Some like the nature of trying to be fast is that you'll rush things sometimes. You know, like you'll see like a photo of someone and it'll be like, this is, or like I'll like see a photo of Britney Spears and I'll like click it and it'll be like, this is Britney Spears. I'm like, fuck, well, the answer's not Britney Spears then. It's going to be like, this is Britney Spears, but like, blah, 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 whatever the question is. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you'll just rush, but you can do it in important moments as well. And it kind of, it fucks
pays off.
And then if it fucks your flow as well. You like you get all flustered. And you're like, we've gotten way better at not mentally collapsing whenever the first thing goes wrong, though. You know, it used to be if we got one question wrong in the last round, it'd be a downward spiral of like self-doubt. But no, I think we've enough faith in ourselves now that we just kind of keep going.
You just power through it. Power trip.
Sometimes we'll think we came 12th in a quiz and we'll be like second. I'm like, you know, that can happen as well. So most of the time, if you're struggling, people are also probably struggling, you know, so.
Yeah. And in terms of other teams that you're afraid of, let's say, name one of the teams you'd be afraid of competing against.
You know, Graham Norton Wine Club in UC used to be really good, and I have no idea what happened to them.
I don't know what happened to them either.
They fell off.
I don't know. They lost
they're
their
washed.
best.
They are kind of washed.
They're washed. No.
But they still put up the Graham Norton photos, which I'm happy about.
There used to be that. Okay, so the worst ever. You know Gaia? What is the Sportsman's Arms now?
Oh, did Gaia close?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Gaia was a bar, by the way, if you're wondering.
Yeah,
it was
so
a nice place.
So it was the Sportsman's Arms before, then it was Gaia, now it's the Sportsman's Arms again. And they did a quiz in there, what was the Wednesday quiz that all the students would go to before the UC one started. And there was these two teams in there. One of them, the Lock is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
They live in infamy. They are... They're the best to ever do it. They're like they're like the Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock, like all at the same time. Like they were ridiculously good,
Brilliant.
And then you'd have them always coming first, and then Pint Men always coming second. And then sometimes they'd swap. The first time we won that quiz, it was like the best thing ever because we were like, we're never going to beat these freaks. And it was like the day before Halloween, and they got their like keyboard scrambled on like the wheel, and then. So then they obviously, if things aren't in the right place, you like click the wrong place by accident or whatever. So then we started like we felt like we were going on a bit of a roll, and we couldn't tell how they were doing, but we thought that they might be struggling, and then we beat them by like 35 points. And this is pre like either the names. I think our name was like Gunacopia or something that day or whatever. And that was our first win in Gaia, and we went brick mental. We started screaming the place
you were
down.
Just
like
delighted.
It was that was awesome. But the Lock, no one will ever be better than them.
They're brilliant. And what I love about the Lock team is every week their team name would change, but it would always include
the word Lock.
You know?
Yeah.
Can you think of any of the good ones that they had? Because in my head, I'm like,
they have Lockheed Martin. One
Lockheed Martin. Yeah. They had some brilliant ones.
they had really good ones.
And it was great because every week I'd be like, I wonder what they're called this week now. You know, and it was
you'd be
always
looking out
something
for
good.
them,
And they might have had like a good song associated to the name.
Did they retire?
No,
I just haven't seen them since Gaia closed. I think they definitely do go somewhere else, but I haven't seen them.
Okay.
We might not be floating in the same circles. Maybe they're out in like
they could be
the
at
Trade
one of
House
the
or something
quizzes.
stupid like that.
They might. Actually, Trade House might be where they
you should like what's like the prestigious quiz you could do, you know?
Sober
Lane.
You think Sober Lane is like
Sober Lane's the central quiz, to be honest.
What's
That's
the one where the competition be the fiercest?
The Woolshed is the hardest.
Or no, not Sober Lane. The Woolshed. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Woolshed is
because there's 50 teams there it's been on for like 15 years. So like my oldest brother Wayne is 10 years older than me, and he would have done a Woolshed quiz when he was in college.
Wow.
Like what was pen and paper at the time, but so like they won like a special, or they also like won a specialist quiz about like Home Alone in the Brogue. They used to do themed quizzes in the Brogue.
I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, the Woolshed is just unbelievable.
The Woolshed would be the.
I feel like
best.
they trade like like winners all the time. Like whatever team was Shawnee Mac, whatever they are now, that go to Brick Lane all the time. They won there just last week. There's like a who remembers and then like a random footballer's name. They're always really good. The cat related team name, they're always really good, and they're always there in the Woolshed. So it's like you go into the Woolshed, you're like, I could win it, but I could also come like 12th, like very easily.
And is there like, do you have to sign up early for a spot there? How do you?
Yeah, you book a table. So sometimes it's just full and you just like can't get in. So like, it's like
crazy.
I went in on Thursday, but I hadn't booked a table. I had to sit on this like little barrel, and it was like the last one of the little barrels left in the back. And like every other table is reserved for 9:15 until it closes. Like
the quizzes are packed.
That's incredible, and everybody's taking it very seriously.
Tell you that pack I must be loaded. The demand is insane.
Yeah,
so.
insane. Like even now, like more and more. Like probably every pub in Cork.
There was a side quest mission for John Quiz that we wanted to win every single one. We never got out to Middleton.
We wanted. I remember there was talks of it, but we wanted to get some scenario going where each of the pub quizzes had like its own indigo badge, like from Pokemon.
Like Pokemon,
yeah, and like you could win them all and then collect them all.
So
I think that'd be cool.
I think the only ones that we didn't win were The one out in Carrigahan, I don't know what that played. The Anglers, is that what that's called?
Anglers, yeah.
We went there once and we came second. We were gutted. We never made it out to Middleton.
Coppingers, isn't it?
Yeah. And the Trade House only started recently, and Clancy's. But yeah, we got like it within 2, and then they started 3 more, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah. It's like, oh, you want me to go to a quiz on Sunday? That's God's day.
Yeah. It's the Clancy's one.
That's the Sabbath you're talking about, you know?
Is there no like Cork Quiz League or something? You know, like the guys who were quizzing up in Dublin.
I don't know, not that I've heard of, but like maybe there is. I don't know.
You should be the Nick Fury of that.
People talk
you
a
should
lot
get
about
the best from every quiz and make them fight.
Yeah,
and have a Cork champion.
They did do Quiz League in Brick Lane, where it was like the 8 most regular teams. We did a table. I think a week. We and then it'd be like matches. We lost to the quiz winners 4 times. That's why we didn't win it. So it was like every time we played against another team, they won the quiz.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard. But it also created this thing where people would start taking points off the team they're playing against instead of going off the top. And I would like create a differentiation of like, you'd have blocks of teams.
You play against each other. That's wild.
That was what the Quiz League was. Yeah. So you'd be matched up against another team.
But everybody was still answering the same questions.
Yes, yeah. So there was still the overall quiz, but in the back there was also, we were playing these games.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a Cullum special.
Ah, okay.
You're my rival.
Yeah. we
does get Game of Thronesy at times.
We really wanted to win it, but and then like we couldn't show up for 1 week, and then you're boned if you give a walkover then, like, you know. So that was yeah, but it was that was really fun. But like, yeah, the Woolshed is the one with the most prestige.
Yeah, 100%. Have you seen what we're doing down in Mabel now?
Is that like the spinny thingy? Yeah, I saw it today on Instagram. I didn't.
Yeah. So if you place first, second, or third on any of the weeks, on the first week, on the first Tuesday of the next month, we do this big wheel.
You have to spin a wheel to win a house.
To win a house, pretty much. Well, there's one wheel first with all the team names on it, and then that team gets to come up and spin the actual wheel.
I see. Okay. Why is it like? What are the prizes?
There's like €400 Brown Thomas vouchers, €400 Maple Lane vouchers, €400 one for all.
I don't even think I'm allowed in Brown Thomas. I don't think I've reached a socioeconomic status, satisfactory enough.
What do you do with your quiz vouchers, your winnings?
Drink all the time.
Oh yeah.
You get food as well. Do you ever buy food with them?
Yeah, I had the day after. You see, because we came third last week, I went up and had pizza or some shit. And then they're like, sometimes it's funny, you like hand them a voucher and they're like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I won that at the quiz yesterday. Cash it. and then they look at you and they're like, look at you. They're like, look over. They'll be like, let me talk to my manager. I'll be like, he's the one who gave it to me.
Oh, that's so funny. Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, it does.
I would never see that side of it.
Some of the bonuses you can only use on quiz night. Yeah, it's like, that's yours there now. And it'll say like quiz 3rd place on it. You're like, that's me.
Yeah.
So
no photos.
And it's like no one ever gives a fuck. No, but some of them, in some of the places, you can only use the night of the quiz.
Yeah.
So like, in the Woolshed, came second in the Woolshed because, by the way, we were winning and a team spun the wheel on the last question and got top after going pro.
Love it.
And I was like,
love it.
That was fucking deep.
Yeah.
But he bumped that.
We did I only had one experience at these quizzes. It was it was above Clancy's.
That was the Clancy's one.
Yeah, where we did pretty good. I don't remember how we placed, but we won drinks.
I've only been there once. Came second.
It wasn't like of all the quizzes, that startup of a quiz kind of was the toughest, I would say, because all the other quizzes, like Pat would be like, oh, we have a new quiz out here. It's instantly packed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas Clancy's, it was kind of tougher getting people, maybe because Sunday isn't really a quizzing day for people.
Yeah, because it's for God.
It's for God.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's like the average Clancy goer is at Mass on Sunday. So
that's probably why they want the quiz on Sunday.
It's 18 hours of worship. They're not going to a fucking quiz.
I love it. We should get through some of the suggestions. Just
whatever my weird friends wanted to.
Question for Shay Coleman of Tommy Trivia. My 8-year-old nephew won't stop calling me a fat shud. What does this mean?
What is a fat shud? That's a good question.
Yeah, could you illuminate us, please?
That's the new lingo. I don't know. I suppose anything like chud related would be like, I suppose just another word for lame. You know, if you're lame, you're a fat chud. Like, you know.
I thought it was penis, no?
If you do something, no, that's a chode. That's
Chode.
different.
I thought chad was like a good thing, no?
No. So like if you do something like slightly embarrassing.
Oh, I'm thinking of Chad.
Yeah, that's
Chad,
another different one.
Chad and Chad, very different. Yeah.
Chud, chad,
So
and
it's
chode.
like if you do something like remotely embarrassing, you're like, oh, I'm such a fucking chud. Like, you know. So
and this is Gen Z lingo.
yeah, I suppose that is the representation of my generation in the current form. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we cooked up. Chud.
Chudders.
Aren't we inventive?
Yeah.
We had stupid shit too, though. Back
Yeah, true.
You know.
We're saying like radical and shit.
I don't say
In the 1980s.
No one said
No, it's more radicalized is what we used to use.
True, yeah.
Radicalized.
Yeah. I was at that Nirvana gig.
That's radical Islam, dude.
That's Shia as fuck, bro.
Shit as fuck, bro.
Yeah. But yeah,
I-
that's what a chud is.
I'm surprised. I've not heard Chad
Yeah.
much.
Chud's
We're
a new
saying
one to
it
me.
all the time.
Do you still use Chad?
No, not really.
No, that's gone.
That one's
What
gone.
about incel around?
Yeah, we call people incels.
You
I
call
suppose.
people
Yeah,
incels.
at the odd time. Well, if they're like, yeah, but like there's so much new lingo. There's like do you guys know what like jester maxing?
I know
is?
Jester Maxing.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
There's like it's all that like weird American looks maxing like lore.
Everyone
I
hears
don't know.
answer gooning, but we are
But the,
quiz
ma-
maxing.
Yeah,
the maxing,
Yeah, stuff
maxing
like that.
thing is like a video game term.
Yeah,
to
like
me.
min maxing.
Yeah,
min-maxing.
min-maxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where it came from.
Yeah,
so
so-
jester maxing would be being as funny as possible, right?
Jester max. I'm pretty sure jester maxing is like trying to be funny in front of women. That's like what jester maxing is.
Maybe?
Okay.
You know, yeah, because you know you have a high level female come up to you and spike it. and spiking your cortisol, and you try jester maxing. You know? That's what they say. That's what they say. Yeah.
We call that charisma. That's what
Yeah.
that was the
I
term.
can't
we
call
had.
that being an insult. But
I would call that being an incel as well. But it's kind of like the whole like maxing and gooning and all that. It is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it also is like the reason why older generations look at you guys and are like, oh, they're fucked.
yeah, they're
That's
fucked.
like the reason.
Well, that's
You're
how,
doing it to
that's
yourself
how
a
I
little
look
bit.
at like the modern 12-year-old. It's like, you are so fucking boned. Like,
See,
what
when
are
I
you doing?
think
Yeah.
of like young, like 12, 11-year-olds, I just think that Coco Lemon fucking brain
Yeah.
completely fat rotted.
Yeah, just watching
Meow, meow, meow.
just watching visual LSD
yeah,
all the
just
time.
visualize.
Yeah.
Bro, you're one to talk. You were pushing that fucking Italian brain rot on
True.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, brain,
Something
no, Italian
fierce,
brain
dude.
rot
You're a
is
trallalero,
based.
tralala.
You and Alessio used to be in the corner.
Cappuccino assassino.
That- I can so see you and Alessio being like fucking.
They would- yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say that too loud. Alessio will come in.
No, I will speak on one thing though. I'm very passionate about Bluey. You know the TV show Bluey
The
for
dog.
kids. Yeah,
The dog.
The Australia. It's like really good for teaching kids life lessons, and it doesn't like it uses like calm colors, so they don't like. fucking
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, love Bluey. Awesome. So that's an exclusive for me
Bluey.
right there. Very
Yeah,
passionate
Bluey
about
is a
Bluey.
Dog who's blue.
Check out
Yeah.
Bluey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had Blue's Clues back in the
Yeah,
day.
Blue's Clues.
You
Back
just
in my
got a
day.
letter.
Back in my day, dogs were big, red, and called Clifford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Clifford the Big Red Dog. Yes, I'm aware of his work. Funny guy, kind of a racist in the modern day. You know, he's gone very red. He's gone very red.
Yeah.
You can't apply modern morality to
My
Clifford
nigga's
the Big
red,
Red
No,
black
true.
collar is
Different
blue.
time.
Different time, different time.
It's like Clifford's dropping the Orsler
Yeah.
again.
Do you think Paddington would vote for UKIP?
Isn't Paddington is like an immigrant though?
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
definitely a Tory as well. Like,
Yeah.
there's Tory written all over him.
No, he's voting reform.
He's voting reform. Yeah. Oh, that's the new one.
The new one.
They keep changing
the
the
new
name
good
of the
shit.
Nazi party. I don't know which
Yeah,
one it
they
is.
do.
Yeah. Branding is not consistent,
Don't
guys.
worry, we have the Greens to come out and chuck him out, so it's fine. Grand. That's how.
Lads, no spoilers. I haven't watched season 2 of House of
I
Dragons
haven't
yet.
watched season 3 of fucking UK
Some
politics.
dragons, yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'm not Team Greens anyway, I can tell you that.
Nigel. Suffrage.
Yeah. Winter is coming.
It's coming and it's
big
going
time.
to be white.
Yes, indeed. It's a white Christmas. Yeah.
All right, let's.
We have 2 questions left and they're kind of the same thing.
All right.
Interesting.
I'm going to ask them both out in succession because it's literally you've answered these two before. So
Okay.
ask Shay, how do they always get the fastest answer? And Shay, how did you find out you were good at quizzing? Did you practice or just have the skill?
No, yeah, just day one like that, I guess.
Yeah. Woke up.
Also, I think what does something for the speed, and this is gonna sound really bad on me, but myself and my middle brother Jack used to do K-pop song quizzes on YouTube, and then we'd be playing against each other, so you have to be rapid because he was a beast when it came to that sort of thing. And so whenever I'd win, I'd just be like, fucking yes, and then whenever I'd lose, I'd be like, you're a fucking chud. But no, yeah. So I think a lot of the speed from the music comes from that. We used to do that like religiously. So if you want to get better at quizzing, be into K-pop in 2018, I guess is probably my advice. Yeah.
See, you said you didn't practice, but from talking to you, it seems like your natural life.
Yeah, I think it's
whole life is
intrinsic.
led
Yeah.
to
Well, I suppose
this,
like if people call like doing Sporkle quizzes in lectures practice, then I
you're
guess
the
practice.
you're the chosen one.
Yeah, I'm the Lisan Al Gaib.
Listen, and here's your Coleman.
I'm the Benny Gesserit. I just watch things happen.
I love there's like this really niche video of like a guy doing like an impression of Donald Trump, but he's the sandworm.
Yeah, I
He's
love
like,
it. I love it.
Bene Gesserit, nasty women.
I love it. I love it. It's so funny.
It's the Lisan Al Gaib. They're calling him Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib.
I gotta check that out.
Nasty man. He's like, we don't like him. No, we did a deal with the sand mines. It's gonna be a great deal. Yeah,
I gotta check that out.
yeah,
Trump
it's a great
Dune.
video. I might be able to find it on my phone.
Dude
dude.
said that to me.
I've seen it. I've seen that video about
it's
a
awesome.
million times
It's
now.
awesome.
I love it. I love it. Speaking of speed, you ever see the guy I meant to ask today? You ever see the guy on Instagram who like picks up lighters or like catches a banknote falling? He just the whole point is that he does it as fast as possible. It's like,
Yeah.
I've seen him.
yeah. Is that like someone who you would think is on a common path with you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They're just trying to be as fast as possible when
Yeah.
it comes to that thing. I saw a guy speedrunning Tesco.
Oh, I love that.
That
Yes,
he's awesome.
Speedrunning Tesco.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like but he has like the splits, you know, like a game speedrun where it's like each level.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like entry, basket
Yeah, yeah.
down, fridge one.
we got some bad RNG at the till queue
Yeah,
there.
true, bad RNG.
And it's just an old guy.
No, yeah,
Because he reset. Like when he.
no, it's every day.
Every
so
day, okay.
So it's like it'll be like day 47. It's like got bad NPC movement at the bridge.
Bad NPC
So,
movement.
Yeah, that guy's fucking awesome. I
That's
love him.
amazing.
Have you seen the one where his card declines?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so
it's-
funny.
it's
Oh my
like,
God.
I got the
This
game
is a
bugged.
1 in a million
Game
chance.
bugged, yeah. It's like horrible RNG. Guys, I soft locked the game. They do that in some like speedruns with like Lego Star Wars and shit. It's like, I went out of bounds in the wrong place and the whole game is soft locked.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
You like
I gotta check
speedruns?
that out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
So your brain just likes a lot of niche interests.
Yeah,
so.
watch Summoning Salt. He does all the videos.
Yeah, I love
the
Summoning.
Instagram
Awesome,
ones.
awesome.
Yeah, really, really good. Really good. Like him a lot.
Your brain just has a lot of niche interests that makes sense. So why you would be good at answering like trivia
I do
questions.
feel like people are feel able to talk to me about like a lot of random shit, and I
Yeah.
might have some frame of reference as to what they're talking about. So like people come up talking to me about like fucking. Like I could hold a conversation about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I've
Yeah.
never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but I could hold a conversation about it. You know.
Nice, that's a skill.
Yeah. Exactly.
I have watched it and I can hold many conversations.
Yes. Yeah. About trap cards and pot of greed. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to
Greedy
assume.
pap.
I don't want to assume anything about your mental state, but you'd really enjoy Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. No, I fuck that shit. I mean,
Don't you try to get more people into Magic.
I told you we're going to Sandbox immediately after this is over.
we're going
so,
over.
Yeah. I never see before I stopped playing. There was Xbox Live Arcade, Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers or Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers was fucking awesome. And that's what
Yeah,
got me
I
into the
played
game
that.
because my brother Wayne was playing it. And then I was like, oh, we can do this shit for real. But that was like pre-Commander. And so
Yeah.
I don't know how Commander works at all. Or like, there was no Planeswalkers even in the game when I was playing in 2011. Like, you know.
It's just a 4-player version of it that takes longer, and you do like table politics, so you like negotiate.
It's more
deals
like a
and
board
stuff.
game.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's very fun.
I think the last Magic pack I ever opened was the first Planeswalker I ever got. It was like Liliana Vess.
It's a Lorwyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was-
Anyway, before you get into this,
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, speaking of legends.
this could be another
Yeah,
hour.
anyways, the
We'll talk some-
Ayatollah, what happened there?
Thank you guys for listening to How Do You Feel?
Boys. In loving memory.
Look, let's close it out.
Charlie
Shay,
Kirk
thanks
is
Thank you so much for having
Thanks
me.
for coming on the
Awesome. Thank you
podcast,
so much.
brother.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Subscribe, submit. Shaking my fucking head. What the fuck is this about?
Chat. Let me know if you want Tommy Trivia Part 2.
Yeah.
We'll just talk about League for 2 hours this time.
Can I be part of Tommy Trivia?
Yeah, whenever you want. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yes, I just didn't know about
We're
it.
very welcoming.
Okay,
Very welcoming.
Would you do that?
I'll
Would
go
you join
quiz.
their
Yeah.
team during one of the quizzes?
I'll go quiz with Tommy Trivia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's
see you there.
do it, dude.
And if
Yeah.
we don't win, I'll be fucking furious.
Like John James joins the team and he never wins. But yeah.
Anyway, have a good time. Bye.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
And all that. Like and subscribe.
Hell yeah.